Alright, back. Let's go see what's happening in the castle. Um. Oh, that looks cool. Well, graphically, it doesn't look cool. I just love the idea of being in like a large room with the trees and the rain. Let's go back to Tawny. Hit you. Pull everyone in one big little group here. And victory. I suppose I didn't need to do that, but... the dog folk decided everything on a roll of the dice. Price of the food, punishment administered to criminals, all were entrusted to chance. I wonder what happened to the dog people after that. The librarian liked to test those who came to visit her and would reward those who overcame her trials with the gift of wisdom. Our heroes passed her test with flying colors and gained the knowledge required to save the world. I wonder what happened to the adventure after that. Queen, the merfolk used their power to turn back time to ensure that the number of subjects never changed. I wonder what happened to the fish people after that. What in the world is going on here? Robot technology advanced at a rapid pace. The humans feared for the place at the top of the pecking order. It seemed that a conflict between man and machine was inevitable. I wonder what happened to the robots after that. Oh my god, kid. Mice hated the cats with a passion and enjoyed nothing more than plotting their downfall. Finally, one day, their trap closed on the unsuspecting Cat King. I wonder what happened to the cats after that. Wow, all these stories are so sad. Is there a book being written as we're doing this? Alright, what kind of enemy? It is a fairy type and is weak to light. Is the rook? I think the rook's fairy. Yep. Dad, what are you doing here? If you're here, you can't come to to my funeral. Oh my god, look at the kid's eyes. You're not dead, Will, and you won't die. Not while I'm still standing. Not of sickness, not from any missile attack. Why won't you come home, Dad? We're all gone. Me, Mom, everybody?
No.
I can't come home yet. There are things I still have to do here. To save our world, I have to help save this one. Our two worlds are connected. I just need you to wait a little longer, okay? I'm scared, Dad. I know you are, which is why I'm going to put an end to this nightmare once and for all.
Watch your backs.
Ah, look, this is much better. I should probably try to dodge something so I can get that. Oh my god. There we go. Look at those numbers. That's great. Not reliant on. Nope. Oh, hello. Though I think ultimately this makes the fight longer-ish. Now see, this always annoys me. I can't do anything about him. Wait. Can you get off your attack in time? Come on, come on, come on. Perfect. No, too bad I didn't have full zing or anything. I think we have fire defense, don't we? I'm not actually sure. Oh boy. Oh, this does work in the Coliseum. Time does slow down for you if you're using this.
Here goes.
That's nice, but you're hitting the fire there. The other nice thing is that when you do this, if they're like doing that charge where they like move very far away, you go to them. It is a gap closer. There we go. Easy day. Much easier than some of the other ones have been. I'm gonna wait for the cutscene. To King Higgledy. Ranny Gazoo, the Resolute. There's no need to say anything. You're the High Higgledy Determination, aren't you? Are they really leaving it like that? Oh. Roland Crane, the young president of a young nation, traveling from one place to another, carrying out countless official duties. A young man watches him on television from his sickbed. His name? William Crane, Roland's son. The poor boy has always been prone to illness, and his father is just too busy to visit him very often. And so he sits alone in his room at the hospital and passes the time reading storybooks. He loses himself in tales of daring adventure set in strange and fantastical lands, and in so doing he escapes the conflicts of the hospital, or confines of the hospital, if only for a little while. Though their world seemed peaceful on the surface, the seeds of war had long been growing underneath. Roland had tried with all his might to stop the inevitable conflict, but in the end, his efforts came to naught. And so the day of reckoning arrived. The president, his son, and his country all were destroyed in a barrage of missiles. And this was only just the beginning. The attack plunged their world into yet another war, a war which would end the world entirely. Or at least it would have done, had a certain someone not intervened. Alessandra, trapped in that place between worlds, was alerted to Roland's plight. Though her 2,000 years in darkness had rendered her almost beyond that, a thought, beyond reason, the bright flash of the missile snapped her back to her senses. And turning to seek out the source's ghastly light, she saw Roland, mere moments from his end. What she did next, she did without thinking. Having been born into the ancient age of magic, the casting of the gateway spell came as easily to her as breathing. So she sent forth a portal to transport Roland from his world to her own. Why Roland? Because he was the soulmate of certain someone who she had once loved, Dalaran. Perhaps she even thought it was him. Or perhaps she knew that if he died, so too would her beloved. Regardless, she did all that she was able to do from the place between places. The portal popped into being, and Roland was saved. She could not have known for certain where he might arrive when he reached the other side. He could even have appeared by Dalaran's side, and together the two of them might have awakened the Horned One. But he did not. He materialized in the kingdom of Ding Dong Dell in the chambers of its young king, Evan Pettywhisker Tildrum. And the appearance of soulmates from the other worlds having long since become a rarity there, his connection to Dalaran went unnoticed. As if the reason for his having arrived there some years younger in appearance, so that he might match his soulmate in all respects. Who knows, perhaps it was this return to a younger self which gave him the energy and enthusiasm to make such a success of his visit to that world. But this gift came with a burden of doubt. What if, having been returned to a self from a time before William was born, he might forget his son entirely? Putting his fears aside, Roland helped to guide Evan on a journey that eventually led them both to Dalaran's door. And when the two met at last, the ancient ruler tried to use Roland's feelings for his son to tempt him from the true path. But thanks to Evan, he was cured of any doubt as to what he was fighting for and soon rediscovered his resolve. Both Dalaran and Roland's fate were inextricably tied to the nation they so loved, and with Dalaran committed to building a new Allegoria, Roland's own realm would surely know new life. Moreover, a great peace in one world would surely also mean a great peace in the other, for though the two places were far apart, their hearts would still be as one. So this cute little thing is made from your determination, huh, Dad? I can't believe you get to go off and have an adventure like this.
Uh-huh.
I know, it's like something out of a fairy tale, right? But it's real, I promise you. It really is like a fairy tale. There are even monsters in it. Nightmares. You're always so busy because you're always helping people, aren't you, Dad? I'm proud of you. And I know you'll come back to me when you're done. course I will. But it might be a little while yet, okay? Sure, I'll just read a few more storybooks. You'll be back before I know it. The nurses have been giving me all kinds of fun ones. I like the ones where people go on adventures best of all. That's so. I guess there's a lot you and I need to catch up on. The empty book, was yours, wasn't it?
All right.
Well, I've got one heck of a story to fill it when I get home. A fantastical adventure set in another world. Wow, I'm looking forward to reading it. I can't wait to learn all about your adventure with Evan and his friends. Just promise you'll do your best to keep helping everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. And you brought another high higgledy with you, I see. And it seems you found a tale good enough to fill your blank book with, too. We can't write it yet, though. We need to know how it ends first. Ho ho, spoken like a true savior. You don't know how happy it makes me to hear that. And with a high higgledy of determination retrieved, that leaves only one for us to find. I'd better get on giving you the final clue. I'm sensing something right here in Evermore. It's not something you notice at first, but if you look hard enough, you'll find it soon enough. Can't wait to see what kind of key the final key will be. Randy Gazoo the Resolute. Alright, so right in Evermore, huh? Oh, what the? Oh, right. After you do a memory, you get stuff, don't you? I completely forgot.
Say.
I haven't got something for you. Magician.
Oh.
Candy? I don't remember who Candy is. Where else were they? Way down there. Dang it. All the way out here.
Hey.
Ah, Rodin. I wonder how much doing the Wizard's Companion thing would help out damage-wise. I don't feel like messing around with it. It'd be great if it's something you had from the very beginning of the game, but let's see. It's only up to 14? Really? They're also low. It's so annoying how long it takes to do stuff. A tin tea kettle from the Sky Pirate's base forms for a brief moment before shattering into pieces. Uh-oh. Sky Pirates, that means we're going to Batu.
Oh my!
There really was one here in Evermore, but whose member could it be tied to? There's only one way to find out, I suppose. Better cast Materialize. This would have to be Batu or Tani, if it's Sky Pirates. Obtained a China teacup.
What?
This belongs to... But he was from the future, wasn't he?
All right.
Oh, Ferdinand. I suppose the only way to find out what this all means is to take a trip down memory lane. Let's go back to the conductor. There should be one more random, like, thing here. No? There've always been 3 little red sparks. Oh, there it is. Standard of Ebswain forms for a brief moment before shattering into pieces. Okay. Let's go to... Real quick, I want to look at the Symphonium. Because I think I'm missing a song.
Hey there.
Hello, listen to music. Oops. Yeah. So give me just a second. Let's see if we can't figure out what song that is. It's probably in a random chest someplace. No Kuni 2. List of songs. Songed. Oh, I think that's what I want. Between the Lost Kingdom and Into the Fray. Of course, it only tells me numbers. Hang on a second. Do I have...
Goodbye.
I don't think we get the song lists anymore. I think you turn them in. Man, that's annoying. Does the library have it by any chance? No. Well, dang it. They're not making that easy, are they?
Hey there.
So which one is it in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Number 18. Found in the Ruby Ruins outside area, Blue Treasure Chest in the Northeast region.
Goodbye.
If that's correct. It's either 18 or it's 17. Which would be a reward for side quest 168. Which that wouldn't make any sense then. Found in the Ruby outside area, Blue Chest in Northeast region, huh? What's flying? I haven't been on the world map in so long. It's very well possible I missed a blue chest. I wouldn't be surprised. It's the Northeast region. Oh wait, wasn't there on this one? Wasn't there a blue one over here? Yeah, right there. This should be a songbook. Songbook number 18. Go back to the castle so we can give it to the guy. I'm glad it was quick. I figured it was going to be something like that, just a random chest someplace that I just missed.
Thanks very much.
There you go. And that should be an
Hey
achievement.
there. Goodbye.
Should be. Was I missing another one?
Hey there.
You know what? Maybe it's not a Steam achievement. Okay, we do have everything though.
Goodbye.
Alright, back to the dream world. This is it, the final key. This will open the last door for sure. My little cup that smells ever so strongly of dreams. Have you any idea where it might have come from, Evan? I do. It belongs to someone I've always looked forward to meeting. Although I can't help but worry why it might be him. But there's no time for that now. The nightmares are getting stronger with every moment we waste. We have to get in there and rescue that high hillbilly. This will be our last little saber adventure, eh? Oh, let's give it everything we got, my lad. Yes, let's. The last, yes? The last, yes? Yes, of course, the last. Well, I suppose you'd best be off and see what kind of high hickory you will be eating this time, hadn't you? Should be the last hickory I'll ever need. I can get too. Anyway, away you go. Off to the magical land of mixed up memories. I'm curious what's in that last door, though. Is it a boss I can't beat? Who knows? So it was your cup. There you are, Evan. Is it really you? Isn't it? I think that depends on what exactly you mean by really. I came to find you in your dreams, but some strange monsters attacked me and I ended up lost in this place. Who's this, eh? Who's this, eh? Pal of yours? I'm sorry, can you give us a moment alone? This is a place called Memory Lane. It's made up of people's thoughts, dreams, and memories all mixed together. Which means it wasn't just my dream you wandered into this time. Anyway, we're here to try and rescue a little creature called High Hickory. I'm not sure what one of those is, but thanks. It's good to know a little bit more about this place at least. Most people are brought here by their memories, but that can't be true of you. You don't have any memories yet.
Right.
I told you before that I can send my mind through time, didn't I? I just came to try and speak to you the same way I always did. But it was different this time. Those monsters came and attacked me. I couldn't escape back to where I'm from. I was starting to get a bit worried, actually. Lucky you showed up when you did. So it's the nightmare's fault, is it? Well, maybe you'll be able to go home once we get rid of them all.
All right.
Don't worry, I'll explain the situation to everyone, and we'll try to get you out of here.
Hey.
Oh, I've been told I shouldn't interfere too much with the past, so we'd better not tell your friends who I really am. Why don't you just call me Dina? Dinah. Really? Yeah, I'm your friend, Dina. Yeah, alright, Dina. Dinah. Either way, that sounds like a girl's name.
Hello.
Everyone, I'd like to introduce you to someone this is my friend Dina.
Really?
Oh, so he was a friend of yours all along. Why do I feel like I've heard that name somewhere before? Taking your friend has some manner of problem, a problem that must be solved in order to find our high higgledy? I'm sorry, but I don't know what a high higgledy is. Oh, just keep yourself out of danger, laddie, and once we banged a monster head or two together, all will become clear, I'm sure. Seems to be the way of things in these accursed places. Thank you, I'll try not to get in the way. What is it about this kid? He's also not... Dina's the name I use when I want to go out and play with people without people knowing who I really am. Wow, you're quite forward with that information, weren't you? Yeah, he's not a dream form. Hydropolis has been lost for many years now. I miss the merfolk terribly. Aww. This is made up of his memories. I didn't mean to use that. I meant to use the gravity one, I didn't mean to use the ice one. Where's the prince gone to now? We're going to get an awful earful if you don't find him soon. I know, why don't we ask the cook to bake a loaf of fresh bread? You know that smell always brings him running. Amusing. Aw, stupid dog enemies. I tried to throw an ice one. Did it not throw? Oh, it did. There we go. You know, I'm probably just gonna stay as rolling. These guys are pretty close together for right now. I'm gravely concerned about what future may hold for the prince. Perhaps I should attempt to intervene somehow. But note, this is all the kids that's in our kingdom. Or at least the younger generation. I wouldn't say kids for some of them, but... Look lively. Now is not the time to be standing around looking lost. It is time to fight. We balk at a challenge such as this, our enemies will think us weak and descend upon us.
Watch your back.
Another manual. I feel like I had so many of those. Come on, Roland. You can walk faster than that. Wait, why are you purple? What's going on here? This is the first purple one. It's strange. The prince is part of the royal family, but he doesn't have a Grimalkin ears or a tail. Why was she purple? Slimy guys. Okay. Oh. This fight's gonna take forever.
Leave this to me.
Oh, wait, I didn't know you could... I didn't know she could jump forward, actually. She almost never does. I need some better equipment. Thing is, I don't know if this will ever be easy. I think it's specifically designed never to be. They made sure they're like, give him so much HP and defense. And is that a... What'd you throw? Oh, a health orb. Rude! Don't freeze me. Oh, wasn't over far enough. It's almost funny, like, how much he can't hurt me, but how much life he has, and just takes so long. I'm getting hungry. There we go. Poor Evan, frozen there. Oh wait, are you weak to dark? Oh my god. I think he's weak to dark. I didn't pay attention to that. I should definitely be using this sword. As you can see, it does considerably more damage. What are you grabbing? Did you throw a... I don't know what he threw. Lofty, don't say anything unless you're throwing a gold orb. Oh, I don't know what that does. I feel like that does fire elemental, but I don't know. I wish I would have realized that he was weak to dark. That would have made this a little bit faster. Still takes forever. What am I supposed to do, Evan? I've been trying to get home, but it's not working. There's this strange force stopping me every time I try. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to wake up. This has never happened before. I don't know what to do. The nightmares are probably stopping you. We're all here to help, so there's nothing to worry about. Thanks, Evan. Please don't think I'm completely useless, will you? I can send my mind through time, and I'm a quick learner, and I'm really good at sports. Which might be why I've never felt so worried. My dad didn't tell me what to do if this happened.
Oh my.
He didn't? I mean, I'm sorry. Oh, that's alright. I'm just a bit frustrated, that's all. I'm sure he had a good reason. By the way, you said these memory lanes were places were made up of different people's memories, didn't you? Well, that must be true, because I keep seeing familiar faces from around the castle. They're saying the same old things as always, but some of them look much younger. I'm having a lot of fun talking to them all. Pasadena, I know. You carry on enjoying yourself. We'll clear the way of monsters. Alright, thanks, Evan. So that's why they're all kids, is because these are the ones... You wish to stretch your metal against me once more? Very well, defeat me, and I shall step down in order to allow you to become Captain of the Guards. Wow. Gosh, you need to be really small, didn't you, Longmane? This is going to be fun. This is what he wanted. This is why he went back to talk to Evan. In the first place, was to see his father as a kid. I don't know if I said this on stream, but the way they separated out the materials for the new stuff, like the Dream World and the Labyrinth, was the ingots. There are different ingots you could get from this place that you can't get in the Labyrinth. That was the big divider point. In fact, I think the only way to get the ingots is to do the Coliseum, so... I don't even want to... I wouldn't want to deal with this stuff without having the gear I currently have. Pain in the butt. I am Norbert, the Royal Secretary. It's my duty to record everything from the battlefield statistics to the contents of the Prince's dreams. Just gonna walk right up to you, and we're gonna do this. Oh, I can't tell I hit you. Okay. Wow. You took a beating. How is that all the damage you took? Jeez. Oh, now you give me one of those. He's the worst at giving me these at good times. And now is an okay time, but I would really much rather have it at, like, mid to beginning of a boss fight. And it only happens at the last, like, 1/8 of his life that I get it. And always while he's, like, doing something where I can't get to him readily.
Wait, drop this.
Oh, so slow. I find it funny they try to make a... They tried to turn Lofty into Drippy. They tried to give you a Drippy, and they missed. Not that Drippy was that great of a character, but Lofty doesn't have much presence. The Prince is a gifted young man, very farsighted for someone so young. I, on the other hand, spent most of my puppet attempting to separate tourists from their purses. That you did. I don't know. There's a lot I can complain about with this game. For the most part, I mean, I'm still playing it. So it's not a terrible game. Why are some of these purple? The Prince was the Prince was mean to the alpacas. I've told him off for it time and again, but he just won't listen. And yet, the young tearaway is supposedly fated to become a superior ruler to his father. It's hard to credit such a claim, I must say. So it's Alice and... what was her name? I feel like I should probably keep track of these names.
Yeah.
Wait then. I'm hoping that it's not like, hey, these are actual people. No, because Longmane wasn't a person. I don't know. So we know it's not going to do a very good job. Let's just attack. slime, silly slime. Ooh.
Need a little help here.
I feel like I'm getting slowed down more than usual in this water. It's really annoying.
Eat this.
As I know, he actually hurt. That was an impressive amount of damage. I wonder if being soaked makes us easier to freeze. Ow. I haven't seen any support of that, but it seems to me that, I would think if you can get soaked, that means fire should do less damage, and like you should be easier to freeze, and that stuff will do more damage. But I don't think the game is that in depth. Excuse me. This would be a good one for visibility.
What's this?
Not that one. That was the wrong one. That's the one I wanted. Alright. Oh. How did that get way over here? Or oh, maybe somebody fired a shot and it hit the pot. And Chip.
Hey.
I've been detecting all kinds of anomalous magic activity recently. Someone's coming for the prince. That's why I told him not to go outside. You think he listened to me? Yeah, right. So Chip, Hoyden, and Alice are the three that I've seen that have been purple. I don't know if that's important for something or not, but grass and vulnerable to ice and sleep. Nature, not grass. I don't know how much that actually how good that actually does. Is it like a percentage increase in attack? Is it like,
No time.
oh no, he's weak to gun. Oh. So it knows he can send his mind through. I mean, it's fine.
Make yourselves useful.
Thankfully, he's weak to light, though. I just realized that. And my gun does light damage, so. How's everyone doing today? This is our life now. This would be a good time to get a gold orb. Actually. No, I guess that's about the same speed, isn't it? But I think the jumping one does more damage for some reason. Oh, I'm not locked onto him anymore. Here, what? Oh, hey, there's a, ugh. Oh yeah, it definitely goes, I can do it faster. We almost got him, guys. Ah, we got him. Stupid. A windy, glorious gladius? Who's that? Oh, it's better than that one we got. Beautiful with wind. Nope, not you. You. Do we have any better spears? No. No better bows. What do these do? Improves physical defense, strengthens range attacks. Strengthen oh yeah, definitely want you to be strengthen magical attacks. I'm curious what I am curious what's through that last door. I wonder if it might be the conductor's dream or something. Oh.
Hello.
We destroyed even more nightmares. Can you still not make it home? Evan, these memory lanes, they're made up of people's real thoughts and feelings, aren't they? Well, yes, but why do you ask? No reason. Dina? The fact that they've been saying some negative things about him, probably. If I had to guess. Can the prince really be the son of such a noble parents? He's such a puffed up little so-and-so. Where's his humility, I ask you? The thought of him becoming king one day really is a worry. He'll be a pitiless despot in no time. No mistake. Oh, you look a little angry. You are angry, aren't you? I'm sorry if I touched a nerve, but the truth can sometimes hurt. Yep, it's because, Ooh, nice. A bronze ingot. That's the lowest one you can get. Dina, I have never heard of him, and if that child I have never heard of never comes back from this latest little adventure in my travel, I certainly shall not be complaining. But a king must have an heir, you say? Then let him have another child. Let him try to make a nice one this time. A nice new child without any strange, disturbing powers. That's not how Lily would talk at all. The son of a king who was betrayed must in turn be betrayed himself. Ah, this latest development will surely go down as one of the most farcical episodes in history. You have not heard? His adoring people have sold him out to our enemies. It'd be better that he never returned. His subjects could not bear him. We have no need of Ferdinand. Everyone has been happier since he left. I'm tired of being told that he, of all people, will be the king to unite the world. Perhaps if I biffed him squarely in the nose, he might think twice about telling such lies. Maybe we should biff him twice, just to be sure. More even.
Excuse me.
This is Ferdinand's worries.
Flippin' heck, man!
Golly.
I didn't see it shiny. I hate that they're throwing random sound bites into this. Nature. I've already set up for that. Nature and wind, which I don't have a wind sword. If memory lanes are made up of people's real thoughts and feelings, that means everyone really thinks that those things they're saying about me.
Hello.
No, that's not what they really think. Can't you see? Something's wrong with this place. None of this is real. But it must be based on something real, mustn't it? Which means they must believe that they were saying at least a little. I could always tell they thought that deep down that I was stuck up and rude and badly behaved. I'll never be like my dad.
Oh, come on.
Ugh, will you please stop feeling sorry for yourself? You're going to be a king one day, aren't you? And not just any king, or an even better one than Evan, right?
No, listen here.
What's got under your skin all of a sudden, girly? I'm not sure, but I know that what I'm saying is what he needs to hear.
Oi.
Anyway, haven't you been listening? They're all worried sick about you back home. They've been going on like that for ages now. Prince Ferd, wake up. If you do not return, I'll be so sad. I've cast a, with luck it might guide you. Be strong, return to. I know those voices. It seems he has pet in a nightmare. We must do all we can to help. You are stronger than this. You have to be. How will you surpass your father otherwise? Never return. We will biff you, puffed up prince with strange powers. Whatever this something is, I don't like the look of it. We fought this thing so many times already. What? It's you who trapped me in this nightmare, isn't it? Well, you won't keep me here any longer. There are people waiting for me back home. They're worried about me. I've swore I've never been better king than my father, and I mean to keep that. I swore I'd be an even better king than my father, and I mean to keep that promise. Which means I need to believe my friends even more. Dina. I'm not sure why they're doing this, but I think we know now why we came to Memory Lane at least.
Yes.
They appear to want to trap the child here and break his spirit. Does that mean there ain't even no high higgledy to be had?
Hey,
Does that matter? The kid's in danger.
yeah.
We need to wall the thing to set Dina free from this nightmare. He has to get back home.
All right.
We only ever talked when we met before, Dina. But now it's time to show you how I fight. Intriguing. If all of you perish here, what will become of your own age? I fear the answer is yet. I must see it come to pass.
Here goes nothing.
Nightmare Queen, again, as if you're a unique enemy for some reason. I don't understand. Ha ha. Oh, there he goes. Like, that was... I was waiting for it to charge. I'm like, There we go. Nice try. Charge again? Nope, you're gonna do that. Light? Oh yeah, that's fine. Oh, come on. Is that what we're doing now? Where are you at? Wait, you're using light, are you? No. Oh, I may have waited too late. Oh no, we got it. Cool.
Don't let me down.
It's annoying. They can use whatever element they want, and they're going to be weak to some random element. The only way to know is, of course, to look at the thing at the beginning. It's like, why is he weak to wind? He's using light. Shouldn't he be weak to dark? Oh. It's kind of whatever, but... What'd you do? I'm guessing a green orb. There we go. Oh, that was a higgledy. I thought that was a yellow orb. Oh, good. I'm glad that hit. Oh, just doing this again. Ah. Oh, that wasn't fair. I got hit right before, like a quarter of a second before she moved. I tried to dodge into that one and I couldn't. Oh.
Here goes.
Get back here.
Make yourselves useful.
Stop being annoying. There we go. Not even a difficult fight. Can't see. I got it that time.
Here goes.
Boop. A little bit more. Nah, nice, 420. Oh, I've gotten really tired of fighting that enemy. There are other enemies I'm more tired of fighting, but that one's gotten annoying too. Not much strategy. It does that, what, the dash attack? It does some type of elemental attack. It does the back and forth dash. That's kind of about it.
Oh.
So Dina did have something to do with the High Higgledy after all. Cod's Wallop, the Confident? Is that what it was called? I missed the name. The boy would come to be known to future generations as King Ferdinand, the man whose hand the first declaration to unite all the world would be signed. Just as the great seer Bodley prophesied on the day of his birth. He was raised in the happy comfort of Evermore, surrounded by smiles and people who loved him dearly. He inherited King Evan's wisdom and intellect and spent his days listening to the heroic tales of his father's companions. It was they who impressed upon him the status as one of the chosen for greatness. And Ferdinand was possessed of a power that even his esteemed father could not boast. He was able to send his mind through time and space. Thanks to this great gift, he amassed wisdom far beyond his years while still a mere child. And with great wisdom comes great aptitude for magic. Truly, he was blessed beyond all measure. So blessed, in fact, that certain of his people could not help but balk at such preciousness. Upon learning that these whisperings were abroad, he curbed the urge to use his gift so often, but there was one journey his mind could not resist the urge to make. He had to know firsthand how his father had built the kingdom of Evermore. And so he traveled back to speak with them with Evan's own blessing. Oof. On these visits he learned of how his father, while still only a boy, united the 5 great realms under the Declaration of Interdependence. What is the world going on here? But these were not all the nations of the world. There were others smaller, perhaps, but nations just the same. Some were poor, some were locked in endless conflict, some even set the conquest of Evermore in their sights. And for those sworn enemies of Evermore, nothing was more irksome than seeing the perfect young king. For Ferdinand would send his fine mind soaring through time and space, and not a single scheme could ever hope to outrun him. His enemies realized at length that their only chance of thwarting the prophecy and preventing him from unifying all the peoples of the world was to eliminate him while he was yet young. They contrived to hide themselves among the masses, who flocked to Evermore to build a better future, in hope that an opening might present itself. And so it did. When the moment came, the young king was lured into a sorcerer's ceremony that robbed him of the ability to use his great gift. A powerful sorcerer contrived to trap him in a memory lane, through the use of nightmares they had come to be able to control. It was reasoned that if he could be trapped in a dream of times past, none from his own time would be able to help him. The nightmare did not strike at first. They bided their time, waiting for his resolve to weaken. And they would wait however long it took, but be it years, decades, or centuries. But in the end, they did not have to wait that long, for though Ferdinand was indeed a confident young man, he was yet young enough to doubt himself. Rather than attack him directly and risk kindling the flames of his defiance, the nightmares employed more subtle means to warm their wicked tendrils into the poor boy's hearts. Surrounding him with familiar faces from his own memories of Evermore, they whispered cruel falsehoods within his hearing, slowly chipping away at his brittle self-belief. What if the people hate me? His deepest fears and his enemies' wicked machinations conspired to push him perilously close to disaster there in that strange place. But as luck would have it, Evan and his friends arrived in search of a high hillbilly and saved him from a fate worse than death. I totally didn't read that last line. When he arrived, he would have to face the foe who had gone to such great lengths to try and trap him. But he would prevail in the end. He was mighty Ferdinand after all. He had sworn to surpass even his father, and he did not intend to break that promise. Indeed, the events which unfold there in Memory Lane may be said to have set him on the path, for they represented the first true test as king, Ferdinand's very own trial of courage. I'm sorry to have dragged you into this, everyone, but thanks all the same. Without your help, I would never have come to my senses. But now I think I understand. Someone was controlling those nightmares, someone from my own time. Interdimensional political intrigue. There's never a dull moment down in those memory lanes, huh?
Flippin' heck.
But you'd have to be insanely powerful to do something like that, wouldn't you? Don't worry, now that I got my powers back, I'm more than a match for anyone. Thanks so much for all your help.
But...
Are you sure you'll be alright? I couldn't bear the thought of you being in danger. This is my problem in my time. I have to be able to solve it myself, with little help from the people of Evermore, of course. Besides, it sounds like you have a problem of your own to be worrying about. You needed this higgledy for something, didn't you?
Evan?
Seeing you fight like that really gave me a confidence boost. If I've inherited even half your skills, I'll be just fine. So don't worry about me. You get back to what you have to do, Mr. Savior. Well, I think all the Savior business is pretty much dealt with. We have to find the final High Higgledy now, after all. I wouldn't be so sure about that. Anyway, see you in the future. Mother be worried sick about me. I need to be on my way.
Oh,
Your mother, my wife. Remind me, who is that I end up marrying?
right.
I told you I'm not supposed to interfere with the past. Sorry, but you're going to have to wait to find that out.
Hey,
But I suppose it's not fair if I'm the only one of us with the secret. Alright, you have to promise not to tell the future me about everything that happened here, okay? If I learn about it from you first, I'll never be able to believe myself enough to make a hillbilly. I think I better make this my last bit of mind travel for now, too.
see you.
Anyway, bye, Father. See you soon. They're back. They're back. Hello, hello, hello. And hello to this little fellow, too. Our last high higgledy at long last. Wait, so... we just met your son, Evan. Ha! He didn't look anything like you. Oh, this is so you wind up calling your son Ferdinand, huh? I like your style. Naming him after the first king ever to unite the world is a nice touch. We must count ourselves lucky that we were troubled by interference from the future only on our last adventure, and that we were. So he was, and you was, and we was. Ah, me head's fit to burst with the mess of it all. Rude. Well, let me congratulate you on a job well done. That's all the High Higgledies accounted for at last. Do 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 do. And you say that someone from the future was controlling the nightmares this time. It's a good thing that you got our little friend out when you did. A happy ending for one and all. But we can't just leave the nightmare alone now, can we? They'll only keep causing trouble. But trouble of a sort you need not concern yourselves with, surely. After all, they are only able to cause mischief in memory lanes.
Oh, come on.
Well, for now at least.
Well,
Indeed, one of them spoke of escaping the confines of memory lanes. Surely it's only a matter of time. You really think so? Truly, really, and truly. Shouldn't you be a little bit more worried about this? I hate to remind you, but the doors will come through all open right here to your little hideout. Perhaps it is a little risky to leave them to their own devices.
No, listen here.
Oh, come now, Kershey. Did you expect us to believe you had this trapeze around after all your cursed brightlings, only to have this in here? You long-eared swindlerly.
Hello.
Of course we can't leave them to their own devices. We have to stop them. We have to stop the horned one. Oh ho 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 ho.
hey,
What's gotten into you? Oh, forgive me, but this has nothing to do at all to do with the horned one. Oh no, the source of this particular wickedness lies somewhere else entirely.
What?
It does? But, oh, things get so exciting from here on out. So few people know the truth of it all. Will you go there with me? Will you set foot in that place? Will you become true saviors at long last?
Oh.
Are you alright? You're all excited because you thought we'd bow out once the Higgledy stuff was done and dusted, ain't it? Oh, excited is putting it mildly, my little fellow friend. This is all a test, yes a test, and I'm so happy you passed it, so very, very happy. If you really truly mean what you said at last, if you awaken from this dream and dive into it again, and still feel the very same way. If you do, then the sacred duty of the true savior awaits. Yeah, yes it does. Go figure. Codswallop the Confident has decided to join your adventure. And it's time for another break. So we will be back in just a little bit and take on whatever this final challenge is. Be back in a bit.